Well, hello. We're here pigging out. Yeah. I'm eating some fries from Wendy's. I'm actually eating me some free fries from Wendy's. So, we were just now talking about tonight. Bella, you eat a lot. That was a lot of bacon. We actually just finished doing our class, maybe like almost an hour ago now. For those of you who signed out and you didn't respond to that email, you missed it. I've only had a pumpkin smoothie today. So anyway, I go to Wendy's today and I'm expected to pay for my meal. And when I just left out getting my Amazon packages before I went to Wendy's. And literally I was looking for my debit card because Anubis tried to jump out when I left out the store. So I don't know if I threw my debit card back in my purse or I threw it out. Either way, I'm on the phone with my friend. I get up there, and she's doing something now because I'll tell her to get on to verify this too. But I pull up to the window, place the order, and get up to the window, right? Get it to the box, get it to the window. Place the order at the box, pull up to the fucking window to pay. And they just pass me the bag and my drink. And normally, girl, before they pass your shit, they be like, card, whatever. They're waiting on the card. Bitch, I grabbed that purse to go open that purse. The lady passed it back and was like, here. And I said, oh, one moment, let me get my card. And she was like, no, you're good. You're good. Take it. You're good. And we just talked about this in our class too, about abundance, prosperity, having the intention to do something and how it works out. Not saying that a bitch was hurting about that motherfucking Wendy's. I was debating if I wanted to eat out tonight because, girl, I had me some salad in there, some sunflower salad from Taylor Farms. Shout out to Taylor Farms. Right up in that motherfucking refrigerator. And I said, bitch, let me go ahead and have that. But I was just like, let me go get some meat because I've not ate out in it's been 6 days now. So I was like, let me just go get me some Jack in the Box of Wendy's. And girl, Spirit said, bitch, it's on the house. I kid y'all out. Right hand out. My shit was free. It was free. Bitch. And they gave the dogs a lot of bacon too. I got the bourbon burger with the bacon in it, honey. They gave a lot of motherfucking bacon, honey. Anubis and them ate it, huh? Bacon on the side. So listen. Come on. This is a distraction. The Spirit is letting me know. Hold on. I'll be back in a sec. Come on in here. I know that's right. Listen. I'm just coming here to say that we finished the class. I worked up an appetite. And some of you students were not in that class. But that's okay. Because I'm going to read you the class. Because I'm about second chances. And it's going to have to be either Tuesday or Wednesday this week. Hey. Girl, you ate that food. You ate the bacon. Now you want my food? You too big. Wednesday. Wednesday is the second chance class for those of you who missed it. And we're going to blame Zoom on this. Because, see, that's how, listen. Zoom, we're going to blame Zoom on this. Because I don't know what's going on. I can forward you the emails. I send out the links. I think we had issues with those two that came. But they made it. The rest of you, honey. I'm sorry, I'm stuffing my face. I'm talking to, honey. Oh! I'm trying to make sure I eat everything before it becomes midnight. Oh, and the motherfuckers gave me medium fries the other day. This is the fucking large. They gave me fucking medium fries in the red box. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. See, that's probably why this was for free. Because the last time, actually, just reminding me right now, they're supposed to be giving me some free food any motherfucking way because I went there, 4 months ago now? My shit was cold and stale. My friend was like, why the fuck are we going to all these restaurants? Honey, first I went to 2 restaurants. I went to Wendy's, my fries was cold and stale, bitch, and that line was too long. I said, fuck it, let's go somewhere else. So they're supposed to give me some free shit with that. And then yesterday, or day before that, no. When it was that? That was on Sunday. Oh my God, bitch, it's already Monday of the following fucking week. I went to Wendy's on Sunday. Last week, honey. They gave me a fucking small ass fucking box of fries. And I didn't call to complain about it. I said, oh well. Woo! Anyway. Y'all missed y'all class. We're going to give another opportunity. Like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday. If not, I'm going to be sending out the recording. Because we got other class to do. Someone just bought 5 classes. Another person bought 3. And then 2 people bought 1. 3 people bought 1 because somebody just bought 1 yesterday. And they pay for the advanced classes. So I'm going to get that going this week too. So anywho, that's it. Abundance, prosperity, money. Y'all know how we do with the topics, girl. We don't really make anything. We don't, girl, we don't make things according to what the topic is, honey. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. When I say come, the title. The title's there. If it comes and we speak about it, we speak about it. We don't, oh well. Ooh, honey. Ooh, honey. I can't wait for Jay to come back. I need to see what I need to know what that distraction was. Oh, honey. It be so late, honey, when I be coming up on here. It be so late. But the bitch be busy. A bitch be busy. Mm-hmm. I can wait till my new hair come, honey. The audacity, honey. This is the bourbon burger. Honeys, I got some surprises for y'all by Halloween. Some real good surprises. Oh, honey, I'm trying to hold them in. I could use some really good secrets. This is right here, honey. It's hard to hold up in here, honey. It's hard to hold up in here. Two other people don't mind being on camera. Yeah, 2 other people don't mind being on camera. 1 of them don't want to be on camera. We got our spiritual sisters coming from all over the world, honey. From the bayou to the triu. I'm going to keep that there. Yeah, this burger did not hit the spot, and I'm so glad I didn't pay for it. I'm so glad. I'm glad I didn't pay for it, and I'm glad it also got me A Reese's Pieces cup over there. I'm so glad. Okay. I guess they ain't coming back. Listen, I'm gonna go. Is this one of the surprises? I don't know. Ooh. I can't even open this damn envelope. It's so good though. The bread is. The burger is nasty. The bread is good though. My black tourmaline. Anyway. We on it's so good. This is unsweetened tea. Woo! Something about unsweet tea with salty food is just so good. Anywho, y'all will definitely be catching me again. I'm saving some tea up, honey. Anyway, thank you for y'all support and all the good shit that y'all do, honey. I will definitely be back on another day, a different time. Yes, honey. A different time, a different rhyme. And yeah, 2spiritmystic@gmail.com, 2spiritmystic.blogspot.com. And yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back, honey. I need to wind myself down. Eat this Reese's Pieces cup. Move this back into our. Listen, I'll be back another time. Love and light, honey. Come on in here, Roasta Riley. Thanks for all the good work you do. I always seem to be in tune with your messages. Tap in at specific times that really mean that something applies when I hear it. Thank you, Rasta Riley. Where are you from, Rasta Riley? Thanks so much, Rasta Riley. To be honest with you, Rasta Riley, I be feeling like I be half-ass doing shit. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, Rasta Riley. Because I don't know how soon you've been in this channel, the previous channel, I don't know. But I used to come to YouTube and I used to give YouTube everything. And when I say everything, everything. And I tell people like this, I can't speak for other people, but for me, I can speak. Everything I do, I give it my all. I don't half-ass do shit. Because I feel like if you half-ass do shit, there's no point in you doing it. So if you're claiming to be I'm a singer, then bitch, you better be one of the best fucking singers. Whether you're nominated or not, bitch, you better be able to blow your fucking nose off, okay? And I say nose because, people sing nasally. They sing, like from throat. And some people sing from their diaphragm. That's how you really sing. But I used to give it my all. And I just noticed that people would just pick certain things to fight with me about. Just stupid shit, right? And I was just like, bitch, maybe this is not for me. Maybe dealing with people like that is not for me. In person is a whole nother story, because in person, bitch, people ain't jumping off like that. Bitch, they don't like you. They don't like certain bitch. That's just what it is. Virtually, people will fight with you just why you always talking about black women, though? Why you always talking like, bitch, if it was not directed towards you because I don't know you, bitch, stay in your lane. You don't get this to say about your baby father. You didn't get this to say about your mama and your daddy not wanting your ass. Why are you so upset about me? I don't do shit to you. But I think people are using those experiences to speak out against their transphobia. People are using those experiences to speak out against the shit that they were dealing with, the trauma they were dealing with. And so, like I said, I just slowly start pulling back because I was like, well, I'm sharing with you my information that I work for because the shit I know, I didn't do it for other people. I didn't learn the stuff I learned to ultimately teach people what I learned. That wasn't me. But people would come to me, even people that own their own businesses and shops would come to me and ask me advice. And my friends would tell you, and they're like, do you know them? No, I don't know them. I don't know what gave these people this feeling that I knew what they were seeking. And like I said, these people that own their own shops all over California, Arizona. Like I said, honey, I can drop names. I can drop businesses if we need to, which we have resumes. Okay, we can definitely give out. So like I said, I slowly start pulling back because I'm like, I'm not getting the message to the people that needs to get the message, right? And then in the midst of all that, then you have these raggedy assholes, okay, come in and they try to stir up and distract people too. And it worked for those who are simple-minded, right? Rasta Riley, it worked for those who are simple-minded because it did not change the core supporters. People who pay for classes, people who join events, they still join. They still pay for classes. They're still here. The ones that would just watch and lurk, just to watch and lurk, those are the ones that are like, oh my God, something's going on. And so, like I said, they got caught up. Things started going down. I stepped my shit up because Spirit was like, listen, now you need to really come because these bitches, they're trying to use you to get their shit. Now you piggyback off the shit that they're trying to use against you. And sure enough, I did. And of course, I got some good eyes and some bad eyes because you doing that whole thing with KJ got me some of my people that I work with right now privately because I say I don't need to be in the forefront. I'm a spiritualist, bitch. I'm not an actress. I'm not the entertainer. You know, I don't do the meme shit. You know, I'm not here to do the Fox what they call it, the magician show where they're sitting here doing there's an egg and we're going to turn the egg into a rock. That's not what type of spiritualist I am. So I don't need to be seen. Okay. You need the help. I'm here energetically to assist you. And so, like I said, that started coming in. And then, of course, that ended. And I said, bitch, when I come back, and we won't get into how that ended. Of course, these basic assholes that can't even clean their own vaginas. So they're talking about, we shut that bitch's channel down. So I said, girl, go ahead and let the narcissistic ass bitch think they got some type of power. But they can't keep a man in their house. They can keep food in their mouth and fucking money in their fucking wallet. But they could put a spell on the bitch and get a bitch together, right? A bitch that's, mind you, that does a lot of shit. Okay? A bitch that's in the adult industry, the bitch that do spiritual shit, and the bitch that's good with a whole bunch of other shit. So, but you wouldn't shut nothing down at all. Okay? But then I said, bitch, when I come back on here, I'm not going to give it my all because give it my all in that sense. That's why we do the classes. Because, bitch, people are not going to take it. And then, like I said, there's times where I sit here and I think about it to myself, like, I should go hard again. But then I'm also like, yeah. But then now people are still getting distracted with shit. And then also going to people that are ungrateful, disrespectful, and just fucking nasty. I'm not here to heal the world. I'm not here to teach the world. I'm not here to be that number one YouTube spiritualist. I don't give a fuck about that. What I give a fuck about is helping people. And that means 3 people a day, 3 people a month, 10 people a month. That's all that matters to me. Because I believe when you do for others, things will always be done for you. And that's why I'm good. And I'm not saying I'm good to be bragging. I'm not saying I'm good to be, I'm that bitch. I'm that girl. I get this, I get that. I genuinely care for people. I genuinely want people to use magic and energy and whatever the hell you want to call this shit to better your life because I've been there. I've been there sleeping in the living room, bitch, having people, because I couldn't afford to pay my rent. Had people rented out my bedroom so I wouldn't be homeless. I've been there. Taking showers in cold water. I've been there. Eating jerk chicken and fucking chicken noodle soup where I even got sick because the chicken noodle soup, I had it past the 3 or 4 days. I had it for 11 days and I got sick, real bad sick. When I say real bad sick, I mean real bad sick. So like I said, I've been there. I've been there. So I know what magic has done for me. I know how magic has kept me protected. I know how magic has kept me in the arena or the area that I wanted to be. I know how magic have attracted person, place, and things to me, privately and publicly. So for me to, like I say, have that information and to keep it all to myself now, but that's why we offer events. That's why we offer class. That's why I come live when I don't have to. Because like I said, YouTube don't pay me. I'm not here to be seen and be validated. I have 4,000 plus people on one of my Snapchats. I have 20 plus thousand people on one of my adult entertainment sites. So I wanted attention. I can go live on there and I can shake a titty. I can shake an ass. I don't come here for that. Once again, I come here because people need a healing. People need spiritual help. And some people already have the healing. They just need to know where to start. And that's what I'm here for. So like I said, that's how I keep coming here, because people who support me, those who send me over donations, that send over gifts, those people who pay for classes and events, the ones who give me ideas, say, hey, you should offer a class on this and that. That's why I'm here. But once again, also I allow spirit to use me as a vessel, to use me to speak to people. And sometimes I second guess myself and say, and once again, this is my conscious coming in. Oh, I don't really want to talk about that. I shouldn't really do this because that sounds stupid to me. But spirit is saying somebody needs to hear it. And then of course me, well, who's going to listen to it though? Why they need to listen to it? I'm, who am I to tell these people about things? But you and many other people tell me, like, some of the stuff you say, hey, leave him alone. Some of the stuff you say or things you say resonate with me. And like I said, that's why I'm still here. Because God knows, bitch, unlike these other hoes, girl, there's no criminal record over here, as I keep saying. Hoes keep dropping names. Pull up a criminal record with the name that you think it is. They can't. My spells are manifesting. I'm pulling your energy. Baby girl, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I've never tried any drug day in my life. No pills. The only pills I ever take was pain relief pills. Bitch, and I had my surgeries. Bitch, outside that, bitch, I've never had any drugs in my motherfucking body. So I have a lot of energy to give, bitch, because I get my energy from the motherfucking sun. Okay? I get it from the motherfucking sun. Okay? So like I said, girl, you ain't stopping shit. And if you have this energy, girl, mama will be running laps around her house and she won't be as big as she is. And there's no cut-ins. I'm speaking truth here. Mama wouldn't be as big as the fucking, she wouldn't be as big as the fucking house if she was, I'm pulling your energy. Well, pull this energy and go run some laps, bitch. Go run around the block a couple of times, girl, over there in D-Town, girl. Run around the block, girl. Run up and down the fucking park, girl. Stretch a limb or something, girl, if you got all that energy. Because I got a lot of energy, girl. I be having to calm myself down. Because I'm like, damn, girl, how much hours did you sleep last night? Like, I really be feeling good. All the time, too. It's not no bipolar shit. When they have the manic, when they're up and they're really low. I don't have lows like that. When I have lows, honey, I know that's people's energy creeping in on me, and I immediately shut that shit down. And we go back to where we were at. So like I said, bitch, that's why I stay afloat. That's why I grow. That's why I do what I do. But honey, thank you, Rasta Riley, for reminding me to stay on what it is that I'm doing, and also to continue to reveal the shit that I'm going to be doing. Okay. And of course, revealing it slowly. Okay, listen. Okay, y'all wait till I get up here. Y'all wait till I get up on here to act a fool. Okay, now I knew he was trying to get in my lap because Bella done fucked him up because he was fucking with Bella. Okay. Oh, okay. He wanted some fry. So thank you, Rasta. Yes, honey. Valley Joe, it's been some years. Not being nosy, just tapped in for a cool minute. Respect. Valley Joe, wait a minute. Y'all remember? I don't listen. From where? That's funny. I've always felt like I knew you before I seen your old channel too. You must remind me, fam. Don't pay no mind to that though. I don't even remember the Louisiana woman's name. What's her name? The proof of it. Speaking of, we got a Louisiana woman coming on down here. A good old Southern woman. A good old powerful witch bitch. Hoes be visiting places to do some motherfucking work and they're not from there. But bitch, mama is bringing the hoes here. Ha! I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it to myself right now, honey. Okay. Come on here, I'm Dee. How you doing? Who's the person from Louisiana? Come on in here. Yes, J29. Jay, what distracted you? I'm listen. I'm still on this line waiting to hear what distracted you. What happened right now, Jay? What? Oh, the umbrella fell out there, didn't it? My little thing, my umbrella out there, girl. It done tumbled over. I'm sitting there looking like, bitch, is that somebody trying to look through my shit? No, honey, it's the umbrella tilted over. Hey, you messing up my shit again, girl. We just get up in here. Mama, you know what? I'm gonna whoop your booty. 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 You grabbing shit that you don't know what the hell you grabbing. You know what Valley Joe? Okay, you from? Okay, we know where you from. Vallejo. Yes, honey, Vallejo. Yes, honey. Shout out to Vallejo. I'm actually gonna be up there next week, honey. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna be actually in Cordelia. Yeah, I won't be in Valley Joe. I'll be in Cordelia. We were actually going to talk about Valley Joe today about spirits. We were talking about the spirits and stuff in places. Valley Joe almost came up. We talked about Richmond. We were talking about Richmond and another place. And I almost brought up Valley Joe. You know, I was going to say, that place was a little, that place is a little key there too. And it's always a place like that they be having like Marine World and shit in. You ever wondered that? Like in Concord, they got fucking, what is that in Concord? One of those little amusement things on there. And I'm just like, girl, Concord is, so I know about the girl over there in Concord that did something to her boyfriend. I was just thinking, I'm like, well, why do they always have the weirdest shit around these amusement parks? Over there in San Jose, they got Raging Waters. And then guess what happened at Raging Waters? I'm like, damn. I've got nothing else for you, huh? You already had some of the chicken little whatever the hell it is. You done had some bacon. Okay. Now she fucking up the containers, putting trash all over the fucking floor again. Listen, hey, lady, ma'am, you about to go outside, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. You about to go outside. No, not you. Her. Ma'am. I'm trying not to be racial here. Ma'am. You about to go outside. You about to Ma'am. Y'all, Bella gonna get her butt whooped. She gonna get her butt whooped as soon as I get off this damn thing right here. Cause see, I don't whoop her nearly as much I used to whoop Anubis. That's why Anubis is so trained. He knows when to come. He knows when to say. He knows when I say shut. He knows exactly what it is. She has not learned yet. Come here, mama. Come here. No, baby, not you. Come here. No, I need you to come here, mama. Come here. I need you to come here. I need you to come here, mama. Come here, ma'am. Come here. Please come here. Please come here, ma'am. Because you're not cleaning up and you're fucking shit up. You're not cleaning up, but you're fucking up. Come here. Ma'am, come here. And don't buy no toys from Dollar Tree for your dogs, neither. I thought I was gonna be cute. I went to Dollar Tree 2 days ago, very quickly because I wanted to go get some food, and they had a Dollar Tree right there by the place. So I said, bitch, let me go ahead and go get this, right? So let me go. So before I go inside the grocery store and get all the shit I need, let me go ahead and go get this shit. So bitch, I went inside the Dollar Tree. And I got Bella some dog toys. And the bitch chewed through, and I'm not saying she's a bitch, like it's her fault. She chewed through the toys like that. Now I have 3 toys here that are made from the same fucking material they have yet to bite through. And these toys are old. One of these toys been here before she right here. New beside this toy for almost a damn year. And they like to chew and shit. They didn't rip no hole in it. It's whole. So I'm like, oh, okay, Dollar Tree. Okay. So now this is how children get choked up and dogs get choked up, Dollar Tree. If I take it to the vet, bitch, y'all paying for the bill. Dollar Tree. Chesapeake Bay Corporation, what the fuck you call yourself, bitch, you're going to court. I'm taking ass to court, bitch, because I'm not playing that. If she go to the vet, bitch, you're paying those bills, because those vet bills be high as fuck. Okay? Just go get Scene Girls $250 fucking dollars. And but you think I'm gonna pay that shit because y'all want to give up some fucking rinky-dink ass toys? Well, it's only $1. Okay, dollar. Walmart has a toy for $1 and the shit ain't fucked up. Let me show you the Dollar Tree, the Walmart toy. This toy is only $1.47. It's not rinky dink. And look, Bella want it right now. Look, she want it. Oh, come here, honey. That's my little boo boo right here. Oh, poor little baby. That's my little baby right here. Ooh. That's my little baby. Hi, little girl. She looks so cute. Oh, hi, little girl. How you doing, little girl? Mm-hmm. Her name is Pinky Winky. Pinky Winky Winky. Mm-hmm. Wait, but this is my baby though. Why you want to tear up my baby though? She's a nice baby. But why you want to tear? You want some of that? Mama, get some of that drink. Oh yeah, Mama, she got you little punch up on you. Oh, she got a little drink. I know, Mama. Bella want to get you together. And she dying. She dying. Oh, come here, Mama. Oh, you're gonna sit right here and tell your mama that. Oh, this another. Well, this ain't a cheap toy, but they chew through this shit. Where's it at? Okay. Let's see. Oh, hey, on some real shit. This town be heavy. I swear to God. You was talking about Port Costa the other day. Yes, honey. So I was needing to get on some work, and yeah, I kid you not, girl, I'm never gonna get another Alienware damn computer again. These screens, like y'all, like I literally gotta read like this, and no, it's not my eyes. I used to have astigmatism, not no more. But I'm looking like, bitch, what the hell? They have a reflector thing on, I guess, to help with the blue light. So I was needing to get on some work, and right when I said I'm going to do the live, popped up, and I jumped right on. Okay. Yeah, she said let her act her color. She don't care. Well, I was about. Now she act like she tired. This girl's laid out on the floor, stretched out like she done lost her damn mind. She's stretched out like she's working. We're about to put her in training right now because she's gonna be a service dog. Anubis is the ESA dog. She's gonna be the service dog because she's very friendly to people. You know, she's at home, she turned into something totally different, but in public, she's very nice to people. Very, watchful. Yeah, she loves people. So we're gonna definitely train her to be a service animal, and they're gonna say what type of service she does. She's gonna do everything. She's gonna know how to push the cart. She's gonna learn how to go to grab stuff off the shelf for me. Yeah, she bitch, please. Y'all gonna see it on video. Watch. Y'all can see it on video. Girl, she gonna be doing yoga. Honey, she gonna be sitting here doing our mantras together, girl. And I'm gonna say, bitch, now y'all can't get your children to do that. But y'all wanna come for my ass? No, Anubis, he's too old. They say you can't teach old dogs new tricks. He's too old to do all that shit. All he wanna do now is just hump everything. We getting your balls cut off too, honey. We calling that vet too, and they gonna cut those motherfuckers out because you getting out of line with that. You're just disgusting. Anyway, and the Cal Expo and Sac, that thing is hunted legit. I've seen some things out that section. Really? Oh, Cal Expo. I need to go out there. Sacramento got a lot of weird shit up there. Sacramento got a lot of anything along the Delta, American River, all that stuff that connects into the ocean. Let's see if we can pull up some stuff right now. Okay. And I'm gonna be doing something a little different too, honey, because a lot of these hoes say they can divinate, right? A lot of these hoes say they work with Oshun and Orumila and all this little good shit, right? They'll Orisha and their house of Ether and all this good shit, right? But the only definition we seen them do is do bones, do motherfucking card reading. So bitch, I'm ready to see some real shit. I'm sick of seeing this fake ass card reading shit and all the good shit. And I'm not gonna say that's bad, because bitch, girl, we got some stuff in store, but I'm like, honey, I'm a reader. Tara, that's it. That's the only reading that you know how to do. You don't pull nothing up from the tea. So we pulling this up right now, live, and like I said, I'm being in that area later. Okay. So anywho, so we have the Grizzly Bay, we have Suisun Bay. Yes, honey, that bay, Benicia, Mare Island, Sport Costa, Crockett, all over here. We've been all over these places. The Marsh, remember when the guy left from the Bay Area and he was heading to Sacramento with his daughter and he was missing and they had this live you remember that. If you from Valley Joe, you remember that. They had a live footage of us, well, the guy traveling, not us. Okay. They have a live footage of the guy and his daughter, right, traveling, I think from Oakland to Sacramento. He went missing for I think 2 or 3 days, and they found his car, in that water right there. There's a lot of levees and stuff over there. But, yeah, honey, Rio Vista, Antioch, Montezuma, Pittsburgh. There's a lot of weird shit that happened over there in those waters. I heard some I got people over there in Antioch and stuff. Antioch and Oakley, honey. Brentwood, girl. Brentwood is beautiful, honey. I used to be out there all the time. Shout out to Brentwood, California, honey. We was there all the time, okay? We were there all the time. That was our little getaway to the getaway, honey. Antioch, Pittsburgh, Concord, Pleasant Hill, Bay Point. Bay Point. Now, when I tell you about those Bay Point niggas, girl, and then Martinez is hunted too. Pacheco Highway over there, Martinez, Benicia. It's supposed to be hunted all the way from Bay Point into Martinez. It's supposed to be hunted. Yeah. Glen Fraser, all up over there. It's supposed to be hunted up over there. A lot of, people say they've seen ghosts and shit out there. I don't know. But I'm going to do my investigation because, bitch, we own it. We own it. We own it, huh? We own it. We own it. We own it. We own it. I love spirits. I love energy. I like, when I say conjuring and summonings, bitch, I like pulling things in, shutting things down, bitch. Oh, bitch, you think you about to hunt this place in there? I told you when I was young, I lived in a haunted house. Hey, oh, hell no, she done lost her damn mind. She done lost her fucking mind. She done lost her girl, bad. This is a no. When we were younger, we lived in a haunted house. First of all, I grew up around a lot of the poltergeist spiritual shit. We talked about this before. I caught my mom through where we verified all this. So growing up in my family, we had a lot of spiritual stuff that happened within my family, both maternal and paternal. Now we're talking about on my mother's side, but we're talking about her paternal and maternal side of the family. My dad's side, their spirituality is very, very secretive. They don't really talk about that stuff. And I don't think they're Christian. We're going to keep that there. But on my mother's side, a lot of spiritual stuff. So growing up, and it was split. You had some people that were afraid of it, and some people that was curious. I was kind of in the middle, but I drew that stuff to me. I would have a lot of visions and dreams, and just I would hear stuff and get freaked out. They'll be like. Scary. What's going on? I'm like, I could have sworn I saw something run by. And it always be like white lights and black lights. It's just crazy shit. But, and I'm saying this for a reason. So like I said, I've always been around that stuff. From the auntie that used to astral project, who was when I say Christian, she was a Christian. She followed the Christianity to a T. And she was very, very intuitive, very, very intuitive. Going into my grandmother, going into all that. And like I said, this stuff I don't talk about because that does not make or break me. And people be like, I'm a third generational witch, fourth generation. That shit don't mean shit. Because everybody that comes from that is not spiritually enticed, like they're not spiritually connected. I don't think I have any other relatives outside of my sister and outside of other cousins that like heard stuff and they could feel stuff. But we're talking about like strong spiritual energy. I don't have any other relatives that are like that. So it's like we all come from the same grandmother. We all come from the same grandfather. We all have the same great aunties and uncles and all that, but everybody doesn't have the gifts. So like I said, that don't mean shit. Well, my grandma was a psychic. That don't mean that you are. Your life shows it. As I always say, people practice what they preach. Your life shows it. You know magic, but you went to jail for stealing shit. Do you really know magic? You know about hoodoo and voodoo shit, but you couldn't keep your baby daddy in the life. And if he was fucking you up the first time, bitch, you ain't gonna come back and let him fuck you the second time. So you got fucking 5 kids by the same motherfucking bastard. And you ever talk about something that you're a conjurer? But you couldn't conjure you a real baby father? A man who actually loved you? Like, get up out of here, girl. Anybody got time for that? So like I said, I never brought that up because that does not make or break me. And that's not my selling point. My selling point is, bitch, I say what I am. And my whole life and how I am here, protecting all that's because of what I have. Me dealing with people, personally or privately, my gifts is what's kept me safe. Me, I don't hide out. I don't stay to myself. Let me not go outside. Let me hide myself because I'm afraid. That's not me. I've been through the hood, east, west. It doesn't matter. Seminary, bitch, it doesn't matter. South side, north side, bitch, I've been through all of that. No matter what part of the woods, neither we going to Oak Park, Sacramento, we're going to all that. We can drop names, bitch. I'm sure you bring me up, people know me. Okay, when we went to a party, what was it? Maybe 6-7 years ago now? We went to the hood to get some shoes. The girl gave me a pair of her shoes. Cisgender woman wearing a size 16 in women's shoe. Bitch, those shoes are way too big for me. I know Lachey, remember that. We were in Target, we were looking for shoes for me, and they literally had the size shoe I wear, but they were out of the ones I wanted. So we literally, the lady was like, what size shoe you wear? And she was like, I got some 16s for you. And I don't like them because the heels are too small for me. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself like, okay, girl, we ain't going to say shit. Girl, we get there 16. And I'm like, damn. Now, mind y'all, this woman's like 5'9". 5'9". Not saying this means nothing, but we're talking about a cisgender woman wearing a size 16 shoe. And no, she was not plus size. Lachey will verify with y'all. Gave me a brand new pair of shoes, honey, for free. And those shoes, when I looked up, was like $189 online. So we went through all that. So like I said, everything's about respect. So I don't hide, but like I said, energy and knowing energy is what kept me safe. When I don't feel comfortable, bitch, I don't go. When something doesn't feel right, bitch, I don't go. I don't hang out with people. Like, girl, I'm the most introverted, extroverted person you'll ever meet. People think I'm an extrovert because I'm very talkative and all that good stuff. That's about energy. I'm a very, in my shell, like, bitch, we're not connecting like that. Like, I'm not going to step outside. Let's be friends. Hi, I need no friends. Like, yeah, that's not me, honey. Hey. Hey. I forgot what the fuck I was even going with this now. But there's a lot of weird energies over there. And like I said, all throughout that, all over that area, just a lot of weird energies and picking up stuff. Even where I'm at now, there's just a lot of this is a very old area. A lot of, they still celebrate the natives. When I say natives, like Native Americans that were here for thousands of years, they still celebrate them. They have events, they have museums. Like, it's really, really beautiful here. If you're into nature and you're into Mother Earth and you feel like you connect to Mother Earth, this is the place. And that's why I wanted to move here. Energy, water, earth, fire, air, all that is here. And yeah. Like I said, I forgot what the fuck I was going with that now, honey. Remember Sheree, the Texas, her video popped. She is way different. I don't know who that is. I'm Dee Dee. I don't know who that is, honey. I don't know who Sheree is. Shira? Who the hell is that? Shariah? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Y'all wouldn't trust that if I had a pet. I learned my lesson. Yes, I know that's right. Come on, you gotta be committed to your spirits. That's how you get it. See, getting spiritual, building your spirits up is for you, not for others. And I think a lot of people have turned spirituality into a fucking show. And I sit back and I see some of the shit. And I'm like, bitch, just remind me to not befriend this bitch. If she ever hit me up, like I literally have a notebook of people names where I'm like, if they're connected to these people, I don't want to deal with them because this bitch have turned it into a show. People be on here talking about they got ancestors coming in, they got spirits coming in, sitting here drinking fruitopias and sucking on some latte, mocha latte in a jar. And I'm just like, high fructose corn syrup shuts down your pineal gland though. It overacts the other side of your brain, but it shuts down your spiritual side. Going into weed and all that shit, it fucks up your pineal gland. So it's like, how are you getting into channeling high vibrational spirits, not demonic beings? Because bitch, if that's what you are, that's what you need to be saying. I work with demons, and my demons is telling me ABC. Because bitch, I bet you say that, a lot of people won't be fucking with you because they buying those demons too, and that's why they come to people like me to cleanse that shit off of them. Hey, what is that? Bella, are you okay? You do too much. If I showed y'all this fucking floor right now, y'all would fucking gag. Like literally every day I clean up this damn floor. And this bitch, she done brought everything back in there. I see a box here. I see a bag here. The shit I just had right now, she got it tore all right here. And it's just like, what's wrong with you? And you wait till I get on YouTube to do all of it. Come here so I can spank you. Come here. No, come here so I can spank you. No, don't start running around. Come here so I can spank you. I got something for you. Honey. I want to talk to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I want to talk to you, hon. Come here, hon. Can I talk to you for a minute? Come here. I want to talk to you for a minute. Come here. Can I talk to you? Ma'am, because you showing out tonight. You see, I should have given out that damn bacon. It's that bacon that got you acting crazy, huh? It's the bacon, huh? You should have got no damn bacon. Because the pork got you acting stupid as hell. The pork got you fucked up. We're not giving you no more pork. You ain't get no more of that bacon. They got you. It got you acting a damn fool. Baby ain't even. Baby ain't even acting like that. You lost your damn mind. Hey, leave him alone. Don't worry about him. I'm cussing you out. He not cussing you. I'm cussing you out. Bella, leave him alone. This bitch is 2 times Anubis side and she be over here body slamming and shit. But yeah, like I said, it's all for show. And it's just like, sis, like, who you fooling? Like, you make this shit look like a fucking joke. But that's okay, though, sis. I hope people stay on your end of the game. I hope they do what you do. I hope they play these little games that you do, bitch. Doing the same spell on the same motherfucker for the past 20 years and he still ain't got nothing for you. I hope they stay over there. Doing the same fucking money spells and bitch, the bank account still has the same fucking number of zeros and some of the fucking numbers are less than what it was 10 years ago. Bitches ain't progressing, they stuck in a spot, but you out here doing work for people? Listen, you about to go outside. Yeah, you about to go outside because you too hyper. Leave him alone. Leave my baby alone. Leave my baby alone. Leave my baby alone. Leave my baby alone. The little witch. Leave my baby alone. Come here, baby. You okay? You okay? She bite you. She bite my baby. She bite my baby. She bite you. It's okay. She bite you. She bit you. It's okay, boy. She bit my baby. I don't care. She biting him. Go over there and get her. Get that hoe. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking at houses. I wish they had a service that could say no. This house done to this one. Oh, I know, right? You want to be careful with that. Oh, you want to be very careful with that, honey. Every time I do, this is what I do. That's what I was going into. I'm a queen of shutting shit down, right? And getting spirits to move out. So haunted, right? We lived in a haunted house growing up. That's where I was going with that. We lived in a haunted house growing up. And they had these little tiny demon things, right? Not even fairies. They were like gnomes, honey, like little fucking shadow people and beings. And you could see them. And I remember I would say, one day I'm going to get a look at their fucking face. And everybody saw them too. It wasn't like only 1 or 2 people saw it or people knew, I don't see what y'all talking about. No, everybody knew it. And we had a cousin that came down from Washington, y'all. This bitch played the fucking Ouija board, bitch. She brought the Ouija board in our motherfucking house, y'all. To be like, I want to see what spirits up in here because I think y'all be fucking lying. I need to see there's some spirits, y'all. So the spirits, y'all, can we talk right now? Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk right here, right now. So this bitch brought out, and she brought out the, with all due respect, this bitch brought out the whole motherfucking Ouija board, girl, right? And she's like, we gonna see what spirits this is. So, girl, they had liquor. You know, liquor, drugs, and spirit does not mix. Bitch, you fucking yourself up. So she literally, everybody, not just her, my mama, my stepdad, my uncle, my cousin, it was like all of them around the table, sitting here playing this Ouija board, and the Ouija board spelled out a name. And literally when it spelled out one of the names, y'all, the letter caught on fucking fire. Bitch, I kid you not. The letter caught on fucking fire and they threw the board, right? And then, of course, scientifically, some people were there and they were like, well, how did it burn? Oh, maybe the magnifying glass on the Ouija board, maybe the light was so hot in the kitchen that the magnifying glass amplified. Because y'all know that trick, taking the magnifying glass, putting it, you know, the sun hitting it, and it makes it real hot. But it's like, bitch, how is that possible? Because then, I mean, the glasses would burn my fucking eyes, right? Because I'm sitting here underneath the fucking light and I'm have my glasses on. The light ain't burning my fucking skin. So how the fuck is that possible? Because I wear glasses back then. So, bitch, when I tell y'all, they got rid of the Ouija board, right? And it came back. And, bitch, they thought they were fucking playing joke show. And then we ended up moving y'all. The fucker came back. Ooh, girl, let me tell y'all, girl. Let me tell y'all. I'll get off that, y'all. Because this spirit hunted for a very long time. And then it moved with us, too. So I learned how to get spirits to go. When people say, oh, this place is haunted, like, bitch, unless the spirits are buried in that wall, oh, bitch, they can go. Oh, trust me, they can go. Ain't no, oh, they still here. Like I said, people, they have a fetish with that shit. Oh, they're stuck here. Let's keep the spirits here. Isn't that what visuals and memorials are for? To open up portals and gateways for them to go? And then people want to call it exorcism. I'm like, but everybody have that ability, though, because the Bible speaks about it. Everybody has, well, the chosen ones have the ability to cast out demons, honey, to repel energies. So I learned how to do it. And I learned a secret from one of my teachers. Well, like I said, as I always say, one of the most greatest occultists in the whole fucking world. Okay. You probably heard of him. But he taught how to get rid of spirits in buildings if it's really hunted. And that's why I said there's different types of huntings. So what I do when I first move into a place, the first day, here I couldn't do that because I moved so far from my original place. So I couldn't just, you know, go down there a day, light, and then come back up and then go back down because it was too close. Like when the agreement ended, or when I put in my little what the fuck they call that? Notice to vacate. When I put a notice to vacate and then to me moving, it was too close in the dates. It was like literally like 3 days apart. And I said, I'm not going to take that chance. And it was such a big move. And oh God, it took so much shit. But anyway, I couldn't do that here. But here, there was energies here. There's still energies here too. But the energies are not bad, thank God. But like I said, when I moved to places, before I moved my shit in there, I cleansed that house thoroughly from the inside out, and I go back, because you never know. Even if someone lived in that home and they were hateful, especially like if you're into buying and stuff, they say if it's being sold by a husband and wife who just got a divorce and they hated each other, that hate is within those walls. So you need to do a cleanse. You need to cleanse the house from the inside out. And sometimes it even requires you to rip out the walls and add more walls in, or new walls in, or rip up the carpet, because that's where the shit lives at. The shit lives in the carpet and in the fucking sheetrock and shit. Okay, so anyway, that's why I don't do used beds. I don't do used underwear, nude. Yeah, there's none of that, honey. I don't care how tight money is for you, bitch. You better sleep on the floor, bitch. I know I need a bed. Y'all got a bed for $50, a used bed, girl? You need to sleep your ass on the floor, girl. It's better for your back anyway. But yes, repelling spirits is definitely something you should learn. So that way, just in case you get into a haunted place, you don't got to worry about it. Okay. So the deltas and the water straits bring a lot of energy. Yeah, Enoch's definitely hunted dirty delta. Oh, it is hunted. And could you imagine how many bodies is in the delta? Could you imagine how many bodies is in that water? Like, thank God they caught some of the bodies. Like, what, it was a girl that was helping somebody on the freeway, and the cars went by, and then it basically, she was being a good Samaritan, and somebody pushed her ass over the edge, and she went into the delta, and I think it was like a week they were searching for a body, and they found it. But I'm like, think of the bodies that they have not found up in that water. It's fucking creepy. Even going back to like the 1900s and shit, when that water was higher up, where the whole fucking downtown area of Stockton was covered in water. Like, it's creepy to even fucking think about. But they have a lot of shit up over there. A lot of old buildings still. Any city that has a lot of old buildings, like Victorian style buildings, oh, they got energy up in there. And hey, I'm not gonna keep telling you, hey. And now she's trying to play like I'm not talking to her. She looking around like, who? What? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Leave him alone. I'm talking to you. Leave him alone. Oh, come here. Come here. You got something you want to say to me? Come up here. Come and say it to my face then. Come on. Right here, girl. Right here. You want to say something? Say it right here. Say it right here, girl. Come on, sis. Sit right here. Sit right, and I don't know what you think you're doing, but listen, come and say it to my face. Come on, get up, girl. Come on. You want to say? You think you're in charge? You think you're the boss? Come on. It costs to be the boss, bitch. You ain't got that. Come over here. Let me see you, Bella. Come here. Let me, bitch, come here. Let me see your ass, bitch. Come here. Bay Point affected by all the old nuclear bomb from Port Chicago, 1950s. Oh. The Concord Naval Weapons Station bunkers and things. You feel me? Oh, they got a lot of weird shit over there, honey. The Bay Area got a lot of weird stuff, and even going into like Oakland and going into San Francisco. You know, imagine the energy that's in San Francisco. We were talking about that today. San Francisco and LA both have that very heavy demonic energy, and there's a lot of trauma there too, because of course people don't know this. That's why people, you know, some people get offended when people say, I don't want to be in a ghetto, I don't want to be around certain people, but it's truth, right? People are bodies of energy, right? We house energies within this body, right? Or this temple or this vessel. So if there's 20 of us that's fucked up through trauma and we're all in one space, you don't think that environment is going to start to shift to the 20 people that are there, or 100 people, or 1,000 people, whatever? We don't know the stats of out of a population of 500,000, how many of those people are dealing with trauma that they're just running around with, walking around with, and it's spreading everywhere. We don't know that. So it's like places like that, San Francisco, LA, I know there's a lot of trauma there, a lot of unresolved trauma, and it goes deeper than current. We're going into the immigrants. We're going into the Chinese immigrants. We're going into the all that tea, honey. People coming in. Hey. We're going into all that trauma that has not been resolved. Not to mention people who have capitalized off of bringing in darker energies and darker forces. We don't need to say no names, but in these places, they set up places. There's people that are in surrounding areas of San Francisco and LA that they deal with that type of energy, that destructive magic, that destructive energy. They love it. They New York too, but it's crazy. Like, people really thrive off of that. And so anyway, San Francisco, like I said, it's filled with all that bullshit. I'm not afraid of San Francisco any motherfucking way. There's no tea, no shade with that. Every motherfucker I knew from San Francisco was robbers, thieves, and motherfucking, and they were fucking thieves, liars, and fucking killers. And there's no tea, no shade with that. Anybody from San Francisco that ever come on here and they say they proper and they don't got nothing like that, I want to meet them. All these other hoes and niggas that I know from over there in fucking Frisco, when I say like Mission and fucking Hunters Point, all the little part of Frisco, bitch, they liars, they thieves, they were, bitch, listen, I got robbed out there. Okay, the people I was with got robbed out there. bitch, and they didn't give a fuck about it. They were like, hey, what's up? What's up? Boom, let's get it. Girl, bye. They have no care for nobody. LA the same fucking way too. New York the same fucking way too. But you don't give a fuck about that. They'll rob you in broad daylight, bitch, and won't have no hard feelings about it. Pocket picking. So all that shit right there, like I said, girl, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the lies. And that, of course, that's everywhere. Don't get me wrong, that's everywhere. But, I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, honey. Yeah, even in the nice parts of these areas, motherfuckers like, don't be driving in here at night. You know, don't be caught over there by yourself. They didn't say that from Stockton, and Stockton is a very bad place too. But they're not, don't get caught over there past 10 o'clock. They don't say that shit. Honey, they got wealthy parts of, like, that Frisco, Hasbury and Heights. Is it Ashbury and Heights? Nice parts. Castro. Hey. Castro. That is not too bad. And they still like, yeah, after 9 o'clock, bitch, don't be out there by yourself. Because they like to come into the gas station and get you together. Creepy as hell. A large ass foot. Oh, come on in here. I find it interesting. I wish I could connect to that side more clearly and assist them or even find a way to benefit from it. But I don't know if the spirits rather be left alone. Listen, spirits don't like to be left alone because they like to fuck with you. They gotta go. Connect with them and tell them you gotta go in peace. Of course, you need angels and spirits to come in and protect you while you do that type of work because you are a magnet in all shapes. I tell people this. Humans are magnetic, physical, spiritual, does not matter. We have the ability to attract, right? We are creators, right? And the higher your frequency, the more powerful your manifestation and your attractions are. So spirits see that and they're drawn to that. They're drawn to that. And so when you go into this work and you're trying to do work, even do readings for people, like people, I'm going to pull a tarot reading. I don't do magic, but I do readings. So who do you pray to? Or who do you ask for protection when you're doing readings for people? Are you just pulling cards on people? And then you wonder why you're seeing shit at nighttime. Like I had somebody who came to me who was a long-time reader. Y'all, true story. A long-time reader. I won't get into her name. She does readings for a lot of people. She traveled the world. She done a lot of shit. Like I said, I won't say names. Right hand up. She came to me, and at first I didn't know who she was, but she flat out said, "Listen, we're not gonna beat around the bush. I've done readings for people. Something is going on. I don't know if I burnt myself out, what exactly is going on." And either way, I explained to her, there's a lot of attachments on you. You've read these people and you think that you, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or whatever you think you do before you do these readings, that's all you need to do and you're good. Mama, you need to keep those energies clear. And you need to make sure when you're doing these readings that spirits are not jumping in, because this is how people go crazy. Going into dimensions, dementia, and people do. I have schizophrenia and I'm bipolar, but I'm good. That spirit's coming in and not being detached. And we talked about that before in the energy class. Before we talk about the bodies that are outside of self and how these spirits attach themselves to these bodies, and then it starts feeding off of you. And then you start feeling like, oh my God, I'm getting headaches. My back is hurting. I'm having nightmares. I have not had a nightmare, y'all. A nightmare since I was probably like 14 years old. Because all that too is a spirit's trying to attach itself to you. And so, like I said, going into cleansing, doing readings for people, when you start connecting with energies, you are making a contract. That is a spiritual contractual agreement. When you say, I want a reading done for you, what's the fee? You're making an agreement with them and their spirits. So now you're opening yourself up to now this reader have bad shit on them. If this reader have fucked up money problems, if this reader have financial problems, if this reader have love problems, if this reader have health issues, let's say that you cannot be reading me and your health is fucked up. That's a big no-no. That's a big no-no, honey. I don't care what nobody say out there and they're going to be upset at me for saying that, but bitch, ain't no bitch that have health problems going to read me. You need to be healing yourself, and your body can heal itself. Diabetes is curable. High blood pressure is curable. All the stuff is curable, honey. If a sickness in the body could be cured. I'm not a doctor. I'm not advising people, but I know for sure what the body could do. I've seen people. I have cousins that were diagnosed with leukemia. Stage 4 fucking cancer, bitch, and they survived it. And of course, I have some cousins who did not, but that determines willpower over anything else. Willpower over medicine. So like I said, ain't nobody sick. Oh, I have glaucoma. I have arthritis. I have venereal disease. All the shit that I'm gonna sit here and read you. Yeah, honey. Yeah, yeah. I'm not buying your spirits because now you're gonna start getting better, and I'm gonna start getting sicker. That's not how that works. So people, like I said, they be playing with these energies, and they're just, what's going on? I'm having nightmares. I'm thinking someone's putting curse on me. I'm getting watched, going into gain stocking and shit. And it's just like, what type of spiritual work are you doing? And why are you going into this unprotectedly? Why are your spirits ain't with you? Why are you not getting your ancestors up, petitioning spirits to come on in here who's accessible to everybody to protect you? Because that's what's going on. Your ass is getting fucked up in the spiritual world. In the physical world, you're good. Oh, I don't have enemies. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, you have to do this work protected, being protected, okay? Don't be messing with spirits and energies if you don't know what you're doing. I think I'm the only one in my generation with the ability. Come on in here. Okay, that's what I was reading. Okay. Okay, I was like, well, a large ass foot. I find it interesting. I wish I could. I'm laughing at the large ass foot. A size 16. Yeah. That's what I said. When people sitting here saying, oh, yeah, transgender, you can tell they transgender because they be having big ass feet and big ass hands. I know women that have big ass hands and big ass feet. That don't mean hands and feet don't determine if you're male or female. Trust when I tell you that. Even going to a lot of these women, when you look at their face, some of these people's mothers and grandmothers, when it goes into the facial structure, what a man's or woman's face would be like, they definitely have masculine face. And like I said, I'm not cutting on people, but they know who they are. That's what I said, honey. Femininity and beauty is an eye of the beholder. Because a lot of these men be saying that they be straight, and they be fucking with these bricky ass women, honey. Bricky. And vice versa. A lot of these women be like, I'm straight, but they're out here fucking with these soft ass looking men. Like, sis, he look like he can be your sis. Bruh, she look like she could be your brother. And you out there talking about you straight because she have a pussy? Okay. Okay. I thought you had to see this before you saw that. And if this is turning you on, baby, you might have some type of homoerotic going on. That ain't my business, though. Some of us like our man a little soft, and some of us like our woman a little strong. Oh. Someone's just like strong and soft people. Oh my God, Mystic, would you say the element of spirit is connected to electricity? Kind of, but that would be fire though. We all have an inner fire in us, right? That's desire. Fire and desire, same fucking thing. So we're electricity because we have fire in us. That's the electricity that goes through us. When we eat food, right? We have food that are electrical. The crazy thing to even think about it though, what even electricity even come from? Electron, which comes from amber. But that's really, really deep to even think about that. If you know what amber and stuff is. It's really, really deep to even think about that. Yeah. Damn, genomes are little fuckers too. Oof. Creepy. Like piranha teeth too. Piranha teeth and shit. Ooh, girl. It was horrible. Genomes. It wasn't gnomes. GNOMES. Isn't those gnomes? I didn't know that was. Yeah, I think that's gnomes. Yeah. GNOMES. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's called gnomes. I think the G is silent. You have to refurbish the house, no old energy at all. I mean, I would recommend doing that. Of course, you could, maybe money is too tight. Of course, you go into cleansing shampooing and steaming the carpets and thoroughly cleansing it multiple times and going into the walls and shit. But I feel like energy, the home represent a box, so it's keeping energy contained. And if the walls are old, the energy is still there. And even when you clean the outside of the walls, the energy seeps through beneath it. Same thing with the carpet and stuff. The carpet has the carpet at the top, it has the foam underneath it, right? And then it has the complete ground. Okay, so the energy, you're shampooing the top, but you're not shampooing deep in the carpet. So now the energy has marinated in. So I definitely think you should do everything on there if you ever move to a haunted place. Definitely. Depends on the hunting too. If it's some deep shit, definitely gotta go remodeling, tearing shit out, old cabinets, put new cabinets in. Yeah, all the good stuff, honey. Yes, honey. That's why we can't do human hair in our heads. That's emotional trauma. After people's craving alcohol. Oh my God, you are so right about that. You're so right about that, Jay. That's why I refrain from using human hair a lot. Of course, I still rock my human hair, but I definitely love my synthetic hair. You said it, trauma. And you got to know where your hair came from, honey. Is it temple hair or is it graveyard hair? I'm not saying, but I am saying some of these girls get their shit from the graveyard and not the temples. Because that's where the price is coming at, honey. You got a lace front wig for $100, $150. That's graveyard hair. Even going into human bonus of hair, people getting bonus of hair for $50. 22-inch bundle of hair for $50, bitch, per bundle. Oh, girl, that's somebody's dead auntie's hair, girl. I ain't put that on me. And we talked about this. We know that your head is one of your most powerful energy sources. So you're putting all that up on you. Ooh. You're baptizing yourself in that energy. There's placed American Mexicans who were moved off of their lands. I know that's right. Yes, honey. You welcome Rasta Riley. Shout out to Valley Joe. There's some hoes out there too. No, man. I know women who have Fisher. Heritism. And a lot of them be like, well, I got facial hair because I'm getting older. There's some women that are older that don't get facial hair. Just like there's some men that don't have facial hair. Let's talk about it. There's some men that don't have facial hair. So yeah, honey. There's no such thing as this what makes you a man, this what makes you a woman. That's what they say makes you a man. The ultimate thing that makes you a man or makes you a woman, if you want to go there, is penis and vagina. That's it. Ultimately, if you want to go there. Everything else, well, I can tell because she has an apple's apple. Sandra Bullock have a Adam's apple. Gwen Stefani has an Adam's apple. Megan Fox has an Adam's apple. We can talk about it. There's a lot of girls just sitting here looking and you see this big ass thing hanging out their neck. You're like, wait a minute. Girl, that was the girl on one of these Hollywood shows who had us Adam's apple, girl. And they said she was a cisgendered woman. I said, Mama's not giving me fish at all. She gave me very much shark tails. Ain't nothing wrong with that, sis. But I ain't getting a she had three children type of tea. Because, girl, that's a hard-ass body to have 3 kids like that, honey. No tea, no shade. And those be the girls that be coming for the transgender. Like, you look like somebody's uncle still. The audacity. And who do you look like? I need you to watch your mouth, girl. I need you to really watch your mouth. You ever talk about somebody look like somebody's uncle and you ever look like Nicole Murphy and shit? Like, sis, I need you to watch your mouth. Okay? Really watch your fucking mouth, man. Okay. It is gnomes, but actually real spirit called gnomies. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about, is it gnomes or noma? No. I think you're talking about is it nomads? I know what you're talking about. Nomos. They're called nomos, not nomies. Nomos. Nomo. They're nomos. I know exactly what you're talking about. Nomos. Yes, that's just what it is. But the man who created the Wizard of Oz story dropped the G from his gnome, and they were evil fuckers connected. I never knew that. Oh, wow. So I guess those are the evil ones, and the gnomes are the nice ones, right? They call them garden fairies. They're a form of elves. You know, there's different types of elves. They're a form of elves. You have elves that are like 37 feet tall. Elves range from very, very microscopic to being like 40 feet in height. It depends on the type of elf. Yes, honey. The gnomes are also called the rock fairies, and the gnome king would turn people into. Jay, what movie is this off of? Because I think I saw this on a movie. What movie is this off of? Because this is a movie that you're talking about. I'm willing. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, this is definitely a movie. Okay, so we're talking about three different energies here. Yes, we're talking about three different energies here. Then, okay, I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the right page. I mean, like gnomes are connected to the earth, rocks, and stones. Oh, I never heard of the Nomes. I just heard of the Gnomes. Yes, honey. There was a black spiritualist on here on YouTube, of course. And you know, because it's the only place they can live freely and safely. It's Instagram, TikTok, and fucking YouTube. In real life, bitch, they can't live peacefully, bitch, because they ain't making no tea. Because we'll be seeing more black spiritual shots, and we'll be seeing less botanicas. But we know that ain't gonna happen because, bitch, we know what we know what it is, and we know what it ain't. Okay, but anyway, she was sitting here talking about some white folks, and then allegedly a spirit came in who was a spirit with an afro, and I said, "Oh, bitch, that's your own interpretation. That's your own interpretation, honey, right there, because that sounds like some '70s type of psychedelic shit that we got going on here." And so she's sitting here. The spirit came in, and she's like, Spirit is telling me to call them genome. I don't know what that means. And then people are telling her what it means. I had different definitions. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, girl, she talking about those little white midgets. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, she talking about these little white midgets with these hats on their head, the ones that were helping Snow White and them. I was just like, girl. And Spirit told you this at 40 something years old? Because allegedly they said she had babies with a white man and shit. So I'm just like, I just don't understand all that bullshit. Y'all know I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, all that good shit, girl. That just, it makes no sense to me. Being a spiritual person, that shit does not matter to you. That does not matter to you. Even if you're, once you become spiritually awakened to who you are, none of that shit matter. If you're still trying to find out who you are spiritually, and I'm willing to bet my top dollar on this, if you're still trying to find out who you are spiritually, you are equating or you're looking for validation in your experience until you find out, until you become spiritual awakened. If you are spiritual awakened, like I say, you're not concerned about that. Oh, you know, what are you? Are you Mexican? Are you white? What are you? Like, you're not concerned about that. Are you a man? Are you a woman? You're not concerned about that. Because Spirit ain't showing you that. Spirit ain't showing you a genitalia when you're sitting here talking to Spirit. Spirit ain't out here waggling down. Ooh, I think you're a male because I see a penis in Spirit. Girl, I wish a bitch would. Then I will definitely be like, bitch, I need to open up a class action lawsuit and get some money, get your money for this bitch. Because that's how Spirit does. Everything is energy. Everything is energetic. And when Spirit speaks through that. And sometimes Spirit will show you physical depictions if you cannot comprehend what you're sensing any other way. Okay, I need a physical depiction. Okay, I'm seeing a boat, I'm seeing a car, and I'm seeing something with money. Okay, did you just spend some gift money on buying a new car? Or was it something to do with you were going to get money car and then the person validated? Oh, well, I was told I can either get the money or I can get the car. There you go. So it's like, okay, that's that type of reading. But it's like, girl, you tapped in like that and the spirit couldn't show you nothing else? Girl, bye. It's some bullshit, honey. You're playing, but you're not playing about the goers. Do you think they get affected by the spirit world from the life in some way, either controlling it properly or being beat down from it? Okay, I need you to explain that, Rasta Riley. But see, the gnomes were always subterranean beings and underground. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of that, Jay. Never heard of that. Not by that name. Because we do have subterranean beings, okay? And we talk about that. And going into extraterrestrial, okay? Angels could be considered extraterrestrial. Jesus could be considered extraterrestrial. God could be considered extraterrestrial. So going into all that, all these terms and stuff, see how they play with these little word magics. So I need to look into this. Frank Baum, I think he was an occultist, the creator of the Wizard of Oz universe. Oh, I need to look into this. Honey. There are drawers, but they have the image of gnomes, though. Yeah. Because how people would go into drawers and little people and all the good stuff. Yeah. They're drawers, but they have the image of a gnome. They look just like the statues too. I think the colors might be different. Oh, I need to look into this. I didn't even know anything about that. I guess I'm not a fan of Wizard of Oz like that, huh? I know how Wizard of Oz pertained to you. And Wizard of Oz, if you watch that movie, give you the way of finding who you are and how to awaken your spiritual powers. That's why you have the good witch and the bad witch in the story of the Wizard of Oz. You have the golden road. You have the wizard who is green. Watch the Wizard of Oz or the Wiz. Either or. They both depict the same story. Just for you to understand it. Duality. Kind of like, when they remake a movie. They have the original reality and then they have the parallel universe type of thing. Same thing with that. Yes, honey. You mentioned a certain type of woman out here. I was just wondering what you thought they dealt with spiritually. If it's all bad or their success is tied with being in alignment. I don't know, you get me? Are you talking about guys that are into masculine looking women and the women that are into soft men? Is that what you're talking about? Because I do believe that's spiritual. I do believe, because going into, being a Baphomet, okay, myself, okay. And we're not just talking about the physical manifestation of Baphomet. We're talking about the spiritual understanding of that. Me being that, I noticed that when spirits are magnifying heavier frequency, they tend to look more masculine. And when spirits are operating at a lighter frequency, right, they tend to look more feminine. So even going into, feminine looking males, why they tend to be more bullied, more picked on, more, feminized, right? Let's say it, by masculine ones and vice versa. Same thing with women. Masculine women are usually rejected. They're usually, thrown to the side, while the soft women are worshipped and venerated by masculine men. See how that works? So I do know that, spiritually speaking, like that, I think that masculine women have heavier energy on them. And that throws off a lot of energy. Biochemistry. Yes, it throws off a lot of that. If that's what you're talking about, I want you to verify that. And yes, it's fantasy, but I think there may be some. So maybe he changed it up because I do know that there are good gnomes and there are bad gnomes. I do know that. Um, and I believe they're in the Bible too. I think about it right now because people are calling me crazy, y'all. This is a true story. This is so weird about it. So, like I said, I've always had gifts to see energies, right? Like, oh, I saw a white light. Oh, I saw a fairy. Like, I see those things, right? When people are like, I see my dead uncle right here. Hey, you see my uncle right here? Yeah, I do see him. He's the one with the tattoos right here, huh? Like, that would be creepy as fuck to be sitting here having a conversation and there's a physical being right here because I'm seeing as that right here in my living room. I'm like, yeah, bitch, he's looking at me weirdly too. He got tattoos on him. Oh my God, he's staring at me. Oh my God, girl. Like that would be weird. So, like I said, I've always seen things, energy, and felt things like, ooh, something don't feel right here. And energy feel heavy and it feels feminine and it feels like an older woman or an older man, whatever. But my mom's friend, and I call her auntie now, because she was friends with my mom when she was like 19 and shit, y'all. She was 19, my mom was like in her 30s, and now they're still friends. And so I call her auntie. But her mom is really into the Bible and stuff. And I remember when I first had the experience, I told you about the gorilla spirit. Okay, girl, when the gorilla glue girl came out, I said, bitch, that's the fucking gorilla spirit there. People thought, oh my God, that's so funny. It's real. Gorilla spirits are gatekeepers. There's frequencies like unicorns, gorillas. A girl, like I said, I won't even get into that. Anybody who's into spiritual stuff and spiritual worlds and going into dimensions of, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Planet of the Apes and shit like that, girl. They put some real shit with some fake shit. That's a whole nother realm. And so, like I said, seeing those things, people thought I was crazy. And she was like, no. And she's a prophetess too. But she was like, no, you have you can see things. And then about the short thing, bitch, I tell people about that. Nobody else knew about it at first. I was like, there's some weird shit up in here, and they're little tiny beings. I was like, I don't want to scare you. I remember my cousin came over. We called each other best cousins. Not no more because we grew up. The motherfuckers message. Fuck. Don't tell nobody that. But we're not that far apart in age. We're very close in age, like 8 months. Okay. And literally I told him, I said, okay, I don't want to freak you out. But there's some beings that live up in here. And he's like, what kind of beings? I was like, they're little small things. They look like little small demons running around. And while we're saying it, I was like, oh my God, I just saw one. And he's like, oh my God, yeah, right. Sure enough, where I saw the bitch run into the closet, why did the closet door do this? He jumped up, went in there. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I told y'all I'd be seeing these little weird things. So it was crazy, guy. It was a big ass house to y'all. And I told y'all the story too. People were murdered up in there. So a lot of spirits came through. Like spirits come in. Like huntings are not always people. Like that's where it gets a little freaky with hunting. Sometimes huntings are bat-looking people. Sometimes huntings are gorilla spirits. Sometimes huntings are entities that look like fucking just weird, like owl faces and chicken legs or goats with all these eyes on them. Like it's crazy even going to that, y'all, but it's some real deep shit. And that's how I go into people talk about hunting and stuff. They always talk about only people, and I'm like, that may not be a real hunting. When you talk about hunting and you talk about heavy energy, now you're talking about seeing some Sasquatch beings. Now you're talking about seeing some beings that have 4 legs and they're hopping like a kangaroo. Now, shit like that, I'm like, that is some real deep hunting shit right there. But oh yeah, I saw a man walking by. It's just like, that's a hunting? You scared of a man walking by? And there's a man walking by right now, you're not afraid of him, and he might be a rapist, but you're afraid of that fucking spirit? Bitch, get the fuck out of my motherfucking face. Oof. Anyway, so like I said, honey, they thought I was crazy, honey. She's like, no, you definitely are what you say you are, or you're definitely seeing what you're seeing. I chose at the time where I had an out-of-body experience, my first OBE. Okay, my first OBE, I was getting bullied a lot. I was being picked on a lot. This was actually around the time that Aaliyah died, believe it or not. I was being bullied. I was picked on a lot. And literally, I remember this guy, I had mixed feelings from him because he was very flirtatious with me. And I didn't know what flirtatious was. I just know what I'm feeling. Like, he was very sexual with me, but he was like kind of standoffish, like, ooh, that like the butch queen type of thing, right? Like, ooh, you better not. So you always say, they're going to think you G. You better straighten up, bruh, because they're going to think you G. And I'm like, what the fuck does G mean? And he's like, you know what it means? I was like, no. He said, gay. And I was like, they're a little too nosy. Anyway, it was around that time. I remember I got sick really, really bad. I had the stomach flu. With something going on. I can't even tell you what the fuck it is now. But I was sick bad. And my mom thought I was playing. And so she was like, well, being you don't want to go to school, you better not play nothing. You're not going to play no PlayStation, no nothing. You don't want to go to school? Then you stay ass in bed all day. And I was like, I really can't open my eyes anyway. Like, I was so physically drained. Like, I could not do anything this day. I don't know what it was. So I felt safe in my mom's room, and I felt safe in my sister's room. In the other rooms, like the living room and the garage, oh my God, that was like the most scariest part of the house, was the fucking garage. Like, oh my God. And they said nothing happened in that garage, but I think that's where all the spirits went into, is the garage. It was just fucking creepy thinking about it. But I remember that I laid in the bed, and like I said, I was so sick. I ended up, I think vomiting or something. Laid down, and honey, I dozed off. At least I thought I dozed off. I woke up, and it was so fucking creepy to see not only myself laying in that bed. Oh God, I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. Because like, if you see yourself through your own eyes, it's fucking freaky, y'all. It's fucking freaky. It's real fucking freaky. And I was young. I was like 11 years old at the time. So it's like, ooh, shit. So I literally saw that. And then I saw this gorilla spirit, as I said before, this fucking gorilla spirit. And then the phone rang, and I'm hearing the phone ring. And now, mind you, whatever was going on, I didn't hear nothing else but humming, kind of like in a sleep paralysis, that and it was going in and out, right? And I was just like, what the fuck? Just thinking like, what the hell is going on? The phone's ringing. I look at the clock, and I'm trying to pick up the phone as I'm looking at the alarm clock, right? Because it's saying the time. Looking, trying to get the phone. Do you know that finally when I snapped back into my body and I woke up, it was literally 2 minutes after I had this whole ordeal. And it freaked me out, bitch. I remember I got up, and I remember I didn't even lock the door, bitch. And this lady that I'm telling y'all about, she lived like 7 houses down. I remember grabbing whatever fucking shoes I could find, and I ran down there. And I said, oh my God. And I called her right now. And I said, I just had the weirdest freaking experience. And she's like, I'm going to pray with you right now. And she took the holy oil, and she marked my forehead. She marked my chest. She marked my hands. And she held my hands, and we said a prayer. And I just was like, what the fuck? But of course, once again, going into spiritual awakening, that's around the time where I really started awakening into who I was. And I was seeing stuff, and people would call me crazy. And I said, oh shit, maybe I need to step back. And then older people say, no, you need to listen. Some people say, yeah, you might, tell my mom, you might need to go get a check for your child, because your child sounds a little crazy, a little cuckoo. There's something going on with this motherfucker. For real. And I remember I was watching this, they're dead now, so I can talk about this freely. It was a husband and wife. It was a ghetto black lady from Vallejo, believe it or not. And she was married to a white man from, where was he from? He was from somewhere in the Bay Area too, but he was Polish, right? And he used to do little scams and shit, y'all, like go get candy from the school, and he would sell it for $1, and he would keep the money. But that's not how he did it. So he would tell me, hey, you want to make some money? I'm like, yeah, sure. Mind y'all, like, I'm young, y'all. I'm like 11, 12, 13. I stopped doing this probably when I was like 13. But he'd be like, okay, go sell the candy for me. Once you sell the candy, bring back the money. I'll give you half of it. Bam, I did it, y'all. I ended up selling like 10 boxes, y'all, literally in 2 days. And he was like, oh my God. So he didn't pay me for one of my boxes. And something came over me. I was so upset. And I remember I ended up telling my mom, because I didn't tell her at first, but I ended up telling her. And she's like, I'm going to go check him. And I got so upset, y'all, that I ended up doing something. We all hashed it out, whatever, we talked about it. And I saw something. And I literally told his son, I said, yeah, your dad is a little nasty. He does some weird shit. And he's like, what do you mean? And I told him, he's like, how do you know that? Are you there? You know, basically he was trying to deny it. And I was like, I feel that. And he's like, oh, here we go with that psycho shit. And like I said, that was one of the experiences, but bitch, I saw shit with that motherfucker. And now, like I said, he's gone now, and I'm not wishing out on anybody, but now he's gone. And the things that he died from contributed from that. And I saw that. And nobody ever told me that, because my mom would never let us surround their conversation out of that. So me knowing that, it's like, whoa, going into people coming, you know, we knew somebody from New York. Two different people, actually. They were from different boroughs. The husband was beating the girlfriend. I remember I had a dream. This is before I knew about this stuff, y'all. Like, they were fighting. I had a dream that she came outside, and, you know, she's a woman, okay, from Queens, Jamaica. And she takes off her clothes, and she has a man's body. And this blew my mind, y'all. In this dream, she had a man body. And the guy came out, and he called her. He said, hey. And then she came up. She's like, yeah, what's up? And he said, oh, and then they're going back and forth. And I couldn't understand what they were saying. But he started hitting her. And she was taking the punches, y'all. Right? Just taking the punches. And I'm seeing all this blood come from her. And I woke up crying. Because I was like, oh, my gosh. You know, this woman is so pretty. He's beating her. So I told my mom, I was like, I had a dream. Oh, God, it almost gave me teary-eyed thinking about this right now. I was like, Mama, I had a dream that he's hitting her and he's beating her ass. And my mom was like, you know, once again, what do you mean? Yeah, I had a dream that he was punching her and she had blood coming down her face. My mom ended up telling her, right? My mom ended up telling her. And she was like, yeah, that's so crazy. She didn't deny nothing, y'all. Guess what? Fast forwarding, bitch. Fast forwarding, girl. We lived upstairs with a patio. We had a little house party, y'all. This was probably maybe a year after this. It could have been even shorter than that. It was cold as fuck. I remember that. We're on the patio. He tells her to step outside, right? They're fighting back and forth. She blew. He gave her one hit, y'all. And I kid you not, I had a flashback of that fucking dream. I instantly went in there and I said, what's name's outside and she needs your help. Sure enough, girl, my stepdad, not girl, but people, my stepdad, my uncle, my mom, they all went out there. They separated them. And of course, they didn't fuck with this man. They told me, you know, if we see you hit her again, bitch, we're going to fuck you up. But y'all, that freaked me the fuck out. And like I said, that's before I knew about any of that shit about, oh, that's a psychic. Oh, you're a gifted person. I thought of just what it was. Going into even like aunties. You know, I have aunties that are past and still living that loved me around them because they loved my energy. I saw stuff. I would tell them stuff. And they would say, how the fuck this bitch know this shit? And this bitch don't go nowhere. You know, they wouldn't say that, but like people say that. Like, this motherfucker don't even go outside. How the fuck this motherfucker know that we wondered she's doing this shit? Who told this motherfucker that? I had a dream about it. Oh, here we go with this dream shit. Oh, bitch had a dream. I had a dream. Martin Luther King. I had a dream. I even had a cousin that wrote a rap about it. Y'all believe that shit? Mother, I should call his ass. Let me hit him up on Facebook, see if he remember the fucking dream, the song that he fucking wrote about that. I had a dream, just going in on me. Bitch, I literally saw shit, y'all. And people thought, well, we didn't have no hunting experience before you came here. Like, I had a cousin, I'm going to be done. I had a cousin who would do some shady ass shit. She actually owed me money still right now for babysitting her badass son who's now in prison. And I said, girl, if you don't get a hand on him, girl, he going to be in prison for life. This is years ago, y'all, like probably 2001. And she thought it was a joke, bitch. She said, I have to use your babysitting money to clean my carpet. Well, I spilled the juice on your carpet because your son was about to push your TV out the fucking window from the third fucking floor. So you wanted your son and the TV out the window? You wanted Kool-Aid on your fucking carpet. And of course, she didn't have an answer. But same thing with her. Same thing with her, honey. I ended up going to her house. What movie was out? Baby Boy? There was a movie out. I don't know if it was Baby Boy. It was one of these movies though. There was a movie out. And I was at their house and I ended up like having a dream while I was there. Like just some weird shit. And the house was flipped. And that's how I knew in the dream world you see things different, but the message is the same. So I'm going in this house. Like I'm in the house, but they don't know I'm in the house. So I'm going through the house and I'm going up the stairs and there's a hall closet and I see all these weird shit in there, like panties and bras and dildos and all these other gadget shit. I didn't know what the fuck that was at the time. Bitch, I was young, but I was like, I'm seeing all this shit in this closet. Then I go to the room that I always thought was her son's room, but in this little vision, it was totally different. And it was her baby's daddy right there having sex with a whole nother woman. It wasn't my cousin. And the freakiest thing was I've never seen anybody at this building they lived at ever. I would go there, come home. Go there, come home. I would never go around the apartment. Oh, who that? Never, y'all. I didn't see none of the neighbors. But I remember one time he made some tacos, with fucking girl, tacos with fucking sliced cheese. Sliced fucking American cheese, bitches, some fucking tacos. Ooh. Girl, he made some tacos and I said, I'll pass. I want that. I'll pass on that. And when he passed these tacos, I just had this weird feeling. And I don't know if I told my sister or if I told my cousin because, they gave me the same tea. Looking back now, because this is a while ago. But I don't know if I told my sister or my cousin. And I just told them what happened. I was like, hey, I saw some shit and And of course, they didn't know. And I didn't want to tell my mom because my mom would have probably told her. Then she probably said, oh, motherfuckers being messy. Blah, blah, blah. But girl, they're not together no more. And that's what I'm going to say, honey. And she never said why they're not together. But definitely, honey, they're not together no more, honey. And I said, bitch, I saw some weird ass shit. So I'm like, girl, people be like, things didn't happen before you came over here. Now you come over. Now we're having huntings and shit. Things are being moved. I remember that we went to one of my little play cousins, my mom's, family friend. She had a little ballerina box. She had money she would hide up in there. The ballerina box was in the room. Bitch, they saw up and down. Everybody stole the box, girl. Everybody got lined up. They lined everybody up against that fucking wall, girl. It was like 10 of us. Okay, the jewelry box is gone. And one of you motherfuckers stole the motherfucker. Flat out. There was no, where's the box at? It's missing. Can y'all help us find it? Girl, they came out. One of you motherfuckers done stole the box. And ain't nobody leaving outside this door until we have the box. And if you don't want to voluntarily give the box, then you're going down to Mary Graham Hall. Now, Mary Graham Hall, y'all. Ooh, girl. You can look at what the fuck Mary Graham Hall is, bitch. That shit, I said, bitch, hell no. Bitch. So I'm like, I really don't know where the box is at. I was like, I don't really know what the box is at. Like, I really don't know what's going on here. I'm hyperventilating, bitch. I might go to Mary Graham Hall because somebody over here done stole some bullshit, and they're probably gonna say I took it. And oh my god, and so I'm just having all these little negative thoughts out. Like, what the fuck did this? Like, this is a big ass box. We can't stuff it in our pants. We can't stuff it in our t-shirts. Like, where did this box go? And we're all in the house, bitch. When I tell you that the brother, okay, now maybe he was playing a trick, maybe we don't know, but I really do feel like it's some spiritual shit. Even the lady thought that. Her name is Auntie Jerry. She was like, there's some spiritual shit going on. So he's gone. His room is locked, right? For sure, locked. Nobody have a key to the room but him and his parents. That box was in that girl's room. Girl, the last time we saw it, it was right there on that fucking box. And I was just, and ever since then, I'm creeped out with jewelry boxes too, with ballerinas going around and shit. I'm so creeped out with that shit ever since this fucking happened. But I kid you not, y'all, it was like 3 hours of deliberation. Girl, You took it. Well, last time I saw it, she was touched on it. But last time I thought I saw him do it. I thought she moved it, but then she moved it back over. Girl, like literally 3 hours, y'all. Like, and girl, we're tired as fuck. Ain't nobody going home until we find this box, bitch. We end up leaving, and like I said, they found it in the brother's fucking room, and they were like, "There's some weird shit going on in here because that door was fucking locked, and how they get in there? That's some weird shit." And I'm just like, girl. Like I said, I'm not afraid of spirits. I'm not afraid of ghosts. That shit don't scare me. A lot of people scare people. I'm like, girl, spirits like to play with people. I think the most freaked I ever got with a spirit, it was when the spirit kept pulling out my motherfucking covers. I thought somebody was playing with me, and I kept pulling the shit back. Oh, girl, some creepy shit. And my friend was there, and it happened with somebody else there. He was wide awake. And girl, that spirit was like, no, we want some souls tonight. Girl. I mean, like, sorry, don't mean to be unclear, but also not to true stuff. Wait, what? Yeah, not in prison. You said that it's some woman's turn dates in the V. I meant that life. Sorry, don't. Wait, some woman turn dates in the V. Oh, like prostitutes. I meant that live. Okay, sorry. Don't mean to be unclear, but also not to intrude that. Okay, so I will say this as I, going into sex working, and I honestly wanted to be a spiritualist that dedicates herself to sex worker, drug dealers, and all those type of things. Honestly, that was, that was the thing I wanted to do when I first started offering spiritual work. Like, I only want to dedicate myself to those people because I know the energy that deals with the sex working stuff. And a lot of people want to say sexual deviation, sexual demons, all this good shit. But there's people that are not prostitutes that have that. And even the people who say that, I'd be looking at them kind of like, but sis, don't you have like 5 kids? What's the difference between you having 5 kids by 5 different men and the fact this girl's a prostitute? You don't know how many men she had sex with. You wasn't there, because then you can help her get prosecuted. So you're just assuming what she's saying. You don't know if those are hand job clients, if those are foot job. Like, you don't know that. And the same thing with me. People think that because I was an escort, oh girl, you're a prostitute. Prove it. Pull up the men that I've had sex with. I suck their dick that they fuck me. Pull them out. Because now you're speculating. You're more of a hoe than I am. And the fact is you never got paid for it. That's the crazy thing about it. So I think that a lot of these people that are into the sex working industry use that energy for 2 things. I think that they're good at what they do, manifesting things, use that energy to get to the next level, or they usually incubate energy for other people. They're deposit boxes, pun intended, no pun intended, for people who have negative energy and they need to break it off of them. And that's also what physical manifestation of STDs and STIs are: sexually transmitted demons, sexually transmitted incubuses. These are parasites, that are ejected or projected onto people. So I really honestly believe on the type of worker in Valley Joe and all over the world, Texas, whatever. If they're manifesting, they look healthy, they glow, and they don't have an odor to them. They're getting things. They're not just pulling these low budget clients. There's no Tino Shea with that. But they're not pulling $80 dates or $40 dates if they're that girl. If they're actually out here using that energy to manifest things like they should be doing, they'll be manifesting houses and cars, and they'll be manifesting men who can really take care of them, blah, 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 blah. But I know girls that's been escorting since the motherfucking 70s, and they don't got a pot to piss in or when to throw it out of. And I'm being real with you. I know girls who are still escorting, and they've been escorting for at least the past fucking 10 years, and they're in and out of hotels. And I'm just like, sis, in 2021, you still don't got a house or a car? And you out there getting laid and getting piped down and shit? Like, I need you to make it make sense for me. But once again, that's that I'm not going to manifest. That's that trauma witch. That's that bitch that's stuck in her own spells. That's that bitch that needs to do some rituals to unlock herself. That's the bitch that should be doing some road opening and energy busting type of shit. because she's literally just stuck. And there's, like I said, there's girls that are not escorts and not sex workers that possibly do the work, but they're still stuck. Like, honey, you're still doing the same shit you're doing last year to give you for that. You need to definitely change some things. You need to definitely, sis, get yourself together. Because, honey, time is ticking and there's not no more, oh, he gives good dick. Oh, he looks good. Oh, I don't want to be lonely. So that's why I'm with him. Yeah, honey, times are changing, honey. That's no more. That's no more, honey. Things are getting real. So spiritually, like I said, depends on what they are, what they're dealing with. It depends on how they're using that energy. Are they transmuting that energy that they're getting from these Johns that are dumping energy on them, or they're transmitting it into something bigger and better? Or they're sitting there letting that energy be projected and they're just letting it incubate in their body. Because of course that turns into diseases, infections, and all that good stuff. And of course a lot of people don't want to hear that, but we're going to talk about it. That turns into all the good stuff. And we know that your anus is connected to your mouth, and we know that your mouth is connected to your anus, and we know that even going into the vagina, all the good stuff, all that shit's connected. So you have issues with any of these areas, canker, sores, cold, bumps, and all this good shit, you're prone to get that also on your booty hole and around your vagina. And of course, they would call that herpes, all the good stuff, but still, you're still prone to get it all over those areas too. So you got to be very mindful about who, what, when, why, and how. Everybody can't be in and out of there. Everybody that's in there needs to be wearing the condoms. You can't be mixing up energies together. You can't mix up physical things together. A man that's kissing this man or kissing this woman and then come back and kiss you, that cannot be. You cannot allow that. You have to put your foot down. Because all that opens yourself up to energies, and that's how these things get in you. And now you're like, what's going on? I don't know. I have a low blood count. Oh my God. I don't think I have the virus though, because they said I don't have it. There's something going on at a spiritual level that you're not paying attention to. And sometimes the signs be there. We just don't listen to them. Relationship-wise. Professional-wise, like I said before, honey, you've been escorting, you've been prostituting, you've been sucking off and johnning all these damn years, and you still ain't got shit? Well, I'm still the sideline. I'm still the second, third to last baby mama. Mama, something ain't right. Girl, something is a little dry. Something is not doing its thing. And that's why, honey, you're not keeping. You're not keeping. You're not keeping, you're not getting. Okay? So yes, honey. I hope I answered that. Bomb stories are all about fairylands and fairy type beings, like the deity in the world are literally a fairy queen who's pretty much their sky mother. See, I need to get into this bomb sky. I'm not really a fan of that type of shit right there. I think some of this stuff be cute and I think it'd be fun and oh my God, it's so, but I like some real shit. Like I can get into the fake shit, like the whole, stereotypical Hollywood shit. Like I need that real shit. Like we know that these children nursery rhymes are spells, but they're not magical like that. They're spells though, but they're not magical like that. Spirits show themselves literally on the side of your eye, like they get bold and show their full face, and it looks hella creepy. See what I mean? So you can see that stuff in the peripheral. A lot of times, come on in here, Phoenix Jewel. How you doing, RJ Black? Yes, honey, come on in here. See, I think the freakiest thing, right? This when Sekhmet came to me. I think the freakiest thing I had of a physical, and that means I'm seeing it in this realm, of a deity manifesting me. All my other spirits manifested either in sound, like someone said a name, or in dream, where they were helping me out. That even goes into something that I happened the other day too. I won't even tell you. I need to tell my mom about it too. Something happened 2 days ago. Very spiritual. Very, very like, what the fuck? So, anyway. So, Sekhmet, okay. So growing up, and the more I grew, right, the more spiritually hungry I became. I was like hungry. I wasn't desperate hungry, but I was hungry, and spirit met me with people. I told y'all about the MLK company that I got connected with as a minor, and I didn't lie and say I was 18 because they didn't say I had to be 18, But basically, the person co-signed for me. And they really thought I was this grown ass bitch. So I was like, yeah, hi. Yeah. You know, acting like I think an 8-year-old would act. Hi, yeah, yeah, I'm 18, yeah. Anyway, so I learned stuff, right? Because there was some subliminal shit going on. Like, you want to be the best selling person, you want to be in the top tier, right? You want to be the top tier seller, huh? Or you need to blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I used to have these little visions, and this is going to be a little creep with y'all, but the Dare poster, the NSYNC poster, and laundry. These are the three things that I would see shit at. And of course, now it's funny to even think about it because it's like, bitch, I was a poster divinator and I was a dirty clothes divinator. Like, thinking back on it, like, that's some weird shit to even think about. Like, so I would see shit in the NSYNC poster, and I would see shit in the Dare poster and in dirty clothes, y'all. And it was creepy as fuck. But Sekhmet came to me multiple times. And of course, going into Uriel and stuff and all that good stuff, which I won't even get into that because, of course, in my Angel Magic class, I talk about that. I don't want people to be like, oh my God, this bitch is so redundant with it. So Uriel, we know, have the face of a lion. We know that also there are demons that have like the face of a lion, the body of a snake, the head of a fox, you know, all these different heads on one body. We know that. 3-headed lion, 20-headed, we know all this shit. And the stories about the lions that's going to come in. Well, I won't. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping the guns here. We don't want to get into the prophecy, you know, that is due to come within the next 5 or 6 years. We're not going to talk about that because we're giving you guys the power and the knowledge to protect yourself. So when these species or creatures that are being created starts to come out, oh, come on in here. But you think they were taking those cotton swabs and those saliva swabs and they were throwing them out? You think you were going and get that blood work done and see if you had antibodies and you had all this other shit going on? You thought that they were sitting here and they was just throwing that shit away? You thought, bitch, that when they were over here harvesting those bodies inside these places, but they were just, that's it. We're going to let all the hearts go. We're going to let the lungs go. We're going to let the brains go. We're going to let everything go. Bitch, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. This too will come to motherfucking pass. So like I said, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm going to be a little freaky to people and we're kind of jumping around and shit and I want to, you know, start mixing energy up. But Sekhmet, and I know this was Mother coming to me because Mother came in and fully rescued me out of some situations. Oh, honey, we talked about this before, honey. We'll talk about it again if we need to. But I would see stuff in the laundry and I would like be tempted to turn on the light and shit. But my stepdad would say, if that light come on, I'm coming out and whoop your ass. So I make sure the light to come on. I don't know how the fuck you knew the light was on too because the wall would, yeah, anyway. So I would see shit in the fucking dirty clothes hamper, bitch. Like I would say, oh my God, is that a man running? Oh, and turn on the light and be like, okay, it's dirty clothes. Like, bitch, girl. But things were happening with men running and shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I call my mom. My mom can verify all this shit, y'all. So y'all know I'm not making this shit up. Like people running and shit, people behind vehicles and shit. Like I'm seeing somebody running around a vehicle and they're like, where did you see this at? In the dirty clothes. In the dirty clothes? This motherfucker's crazy. For real. But Sekhmet face showed up so many times. And the last time I saw it, I had a very sense of calming because I was in a very scared situation. I was scared. I had I want to get into why I was scared, y'all. Nothing happened to me, but I was told that somebody who was staying at our house had some shit going on with him. So it frightened the fuck out of me. And I was like, oh, don't let nothing happen to me or my siblings. And I saw Sekhmet right there. Oh, God, give me a little emotional thinking about it. But I said, please don't let it happen to my siblings or myself. And I saw Sekhmet's face there and I felt calmed. I felt very calm, like if something go down, she's here to protect me. And then, of course, she really actually came to protect me, a couple of years later. So, yeah, dirty clothes, like I said, I would see stuff with that. At the corner of my angels, I told y'all about Gabriel and stuff. Maybe I didn't tell y'all, but Gabriel, Archangel Michael, and other spirits seeing them out of my peripheral too. Head on, no, but at the peripheral, you would see, them stand here, and then you would make it out, and you would say, "Oh my God!" And you look, and then you'll see it be gone. And it's like, so there's a white wall right here, but I could have sworn I saw something right here with some purple shit and shit glistening. And I saw, some little fairy dust being sprinkled out over there. Like, girl, what? You okay? Come back up here. So yes, honey, I know exactly what you're talking about, Jay. Seeing spirits, honey. They'll be all in the corner of your face, honey. And just be, oh, girl, just be bold. Be fully bold. Spirit showing themselves. Okay, I read that. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, fuck. Spirit was letting you know beforehand. That's so crazy. Oh, I know, honey. Not in prison. Oof. I'm not judging, just wondering what the spirit influence is. Right on. That makes sense. Thanks. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's different types of sex demons as well. See, what a lot of people are not realizing, and I'm gonna be done with this, y'all, because I got my Reese's Pieces cup in there. I need to eat, and we did a class, honey. Ooh, I'm a little burnt. And then before that, I did other stuff too. So, what? How you know I was looking at you? How you know I was looking at you, baby? Go ahead, lay down there. When we done, we'll go. No, go ahead. You can lay down right there. And when we done, we'll go to bed. Okay, come up here, and we go to bed after this. Okay. We go to bed. Let me tell them the story, okay? Then we go to bed after this, okay? You can sit right here, and then we go to bed. He's about to lay in his bed underneath this covers, y'all. And then when I go to room, he go to room. So, there's different types of sex demons and different levels of it, right? And I'm going to just say something very quickly. I'm going to be done. So, I think that the whole alternative lifestyle, BDSM, dominant, submissive, this and that, I feel like the LGBT falls underneath that category. And that's where the word top and bottom come from. Dominant and submissive, passive and aggressive, all that. That's a part of BDSM. And that itself is also a realm of spirits. That's also a kingdom of spirits. Even going into men wanting to be penetrated by their wife with a dildo. Even going into lesbians using dildos to penetrate people. But of course, they're not into penises. Now, I'm just saying, but I'm not saying. We love our lesbian people out here, but we know that dildos are actually replicas of penises. And if you don't like a penis, girl, you don't want a dildo. Okay, you'll rub, you'll snub, you'll do all that, but you don't want no damn dildo. Okay, so I think the LGBT community are more connected to the spirit realm because of that. Going into the ancient languages, Pig Latin, there was another language I can think of right now that were openly spoken amongst people that were LGBT, and that was their way of communicating so other people would know or wouldn't expose their cover. And then, of course, going into tattoos and stuff and getting bands and brandings on them. That's how you would know, okay, he's gay or she's bi or that's a trans or that's a person that lives with two different entities. You would know this based on these markings and stuff. So like I said, LGBT people are closer to the spirit portal than anything because of the spirits that have been mounted upon the community. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a good thing because what comes with good comes with bad. But even going into the flip side, like people who try to interpret these, right, these experiences, they're like, oh, it's demonic because they're playing with fecal matter and da 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 da. But as we talked about before, fecal matter also manifests. It actually brings in, okay? People play with poop when they're trying to pull in money and stuff. That's also called sex magic. That goes into a whole bunch of things. Like I said, I won't get into that, okay? Because I'm not here to drop that type of information, okay? But if you that type of girl, you're that type of girl or that type of boy. So either way, so there's spirits that are attached to that, and there's entities that come in, right? There's people that are gay out there that had sex with the same gender. Like say males identify as male, females identify as females. And when they had these experiences, something came over them, right? We can go into the Jeffrey Dahmer situations and a whole bunch of situations, people who didn't look a certain way, but they had homo experiences and they would get rid of their homo partners, right? And some of these people even had sex with women, but they didn't do that to the women, but they did it with the gay men. So either way, and now it's the transgender stories, right? And we'll say in the past, what, like 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. So when these energies started, working its way up, right? And people who are also high occultists and people that are into high level magic, because I do think that LGBT people, once again, are closer to the spirit world. So all things that LGBT people do that are conscious, not when I say subconsciously, that are conscious, they're working in the high realms anyway. Okay. And so these people who are on the outside looking in, and we could call them passive gays or closet case gays or sometimes gays, and we don't got to drop names, well-known people, non-well-known people, but they know they can get in, they can influence that community with those spirits because they know about these spirits, right? And some of them try to use these spirits to turn out other people. And of course, like I said, that's why I'm saying it's not good, it's not bad, because people that are LGBT community could use these spirits to turn out their heterosexual lover. They can use these energies to turn out whatever it is they want. They can use it. Now, of course, it comes with tea. But like I said, I want to stay on path because I'm gonna get distracted because a lot of stuff is coming through, and I don't want to talk about all that. So, with the LGBT and with the spirit of nature and the openness, now we have spirits that come out that are animal spirits, right? Now we have spirits, and this goes into the club kids going into the 90s, and this is before them too. But this when this energy started coming through heavy. You have these club kids who would do drugs, and they would come out with paintings or angels in red, a tree woman, a bat woman, a demon. They were channeling these energies, and they were pulling these energies in very quickly. Okay, and that's why I said going into New York and going into LA, but New York particularly, there's a lot of heavy energy there and portals that are open there, in Philadelphia too, because all that goes into a connection, because these people are channeling these energies, they're pulling these energies through, and these portals have stayed open. And so now after all this stuff started happening, then you start having the tree huggers, right? People are like, oh, they're tree huggers, and I'm sure they caught that in the 70s too, but people really talk about like in the 90s, the late 90s, the early 20s, oh, she's a tree hugger, even though they were vegan. Oh, she's a tree hugger. Even though, hey, mama. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. She's a tree hugger, even though she likes to eat vegetarian, right? They were just called by the tree huggers. But I noticed that when a certain energy got released, some of your people start acting weird too. And R. Kelly is one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna say I noticed, but if you look back in history and you see shit, you'll see the energy that I'm talking about, right? That animalistic type of energy, urinating in public on trees and shit. Oh, girl. Like I said, I won't get into it, but we're gonna talk about it. So then you have that pan energy coming up. Oh, come on in here. You have that pan energy coming up, right? And then people start talking about pansexual. I'm pansexual. That means that I don't see people for their gender. Da, da, da. That's not what pan means, though, because that could be asexual. That could be non-binary sexual. Why are you putting the name of a deity who is known for being a horny spirit that was going around and doing things with animals? Why are you putting that on a human sexuality, even though we're all animalistic? Why are you doing that? So, of course, now that energy has been mounted on and they're pulling that energy, now while they're passing all these gay rights and these gay bills, the people that were behind it in the beginning, and like I say, you go into the club kid people, do your research. The people that are behind all that shit, these are the same ones that are trying to allow laws of men to marry goats, people to marry trees, people to marry their 15-year-old lover. People, oh, well, she's consenting because she can say yes or no. Like, that's where all this shit coming at. And that's like people who are consciously awakened or people that are spiritually in tune. They were misinterpreting the message from spirit, and they were saying that all LGBT people were into that. Oh, I don't really care for the gays because they do things to your children. I don't care for the gays, they do things with the animals. I don't care because they're into everybody. They don't care if it's a boy or girl, they're into it. And now these energies are coming full throttle. And so, like I said, you have the pansexual movement going on. And when I speak about the pansexual people, we're talking about the spirits behind that. Now we have, people that are saying, well, I don't feel like I'm a woman, but I love getting my nails done and I love going all out. Like, we got that. Now we have people who are, trans identifying, but they don't really know what that means, even to themselves. And they do things that are very stereotypical, lesbian or homosexual. And it's like, yeah, gender identity and sexual identity is two different things. But the lines that you're straddling on, it seems like you don't know what you're dealing with. And so now we have all these energies coming out, like I said, and that's what is manifesting. Once again, through sex magic, right? Once again, through energies being pulled in. Come on in and let's get you on this and Molly's and the Tinas and the ecstasy. That's all this shit is doing. And so going into me saying that and being connected with all that shit, a lot of those energies, especially with the sex workers, whether they're heterosexual sex workers, gay sex workers, trans sex workers, bi sex workers, all of this deals with the same type of energy. And once again, it goes into domination, because either you're going to be the dominant one or you're going to be the submissive one. And that trickles over into heterosexuality too, because of course you have, you should have a masculine and a feminine. But definitely, like I said, going into the LGBT, it's out there. Oh, she's sub, she's top, she's dom, she's femme, she's a stud, she's a butch. She's non-binary. She's a tranny today, she's a lesbian tomorrow. Now, all this shit is coming into fruition because these spirits are coming in. And they're moving in very quickly. And that's why things are happening. And of course, the blood is what's powerful. The blood is what's key. The blood is what has the information that you need to get ahead spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. That's why they said generational curses. It deals with blood, though. That's why going into the history that the firstborn child was sacrificed, because it deals with blood. It deals with that. So going into that, why HIV is such a big thing. I'm not saying what I'm saying. Going into what is that? Sickle cell. Going into anything that do with the blood, and only a certain amount of people and certain type of people are affected by that. You know that once again, there's spirits that are being ejected and being put on person, places, or things. So like I said, going into magic, and of course it's going to tie back to our other conversations. Awakening to who you are, you will see the spells, because the Bible talks about it. And in the Bible magic class, like I said, I don't want to give out too much here because we talk about it in the Bible magic class. But spirits are seen. You're able to see reality. Your eyes are opened and you're able to say, oh my God. And we go into the spirit of discernment, but you're able to see things for what it is and say, that's exactly what is going on. It's nothing to do with anything else. Oh, that's just a thing of luck. That just happened because they were doing this. But wait, what? They were doing it before that. Then why that never happened? Well, all of a sudden this happened when energy came in. When a new energy came in, and we can talk about a planetary energy if you want to. The energy came in, now you're like, okay, now we got to tie it into something. And I told y'all before with Pluto. Pluto is the virus bringer. Pluto is the pan bringer. Pan is the spirit pan, and it's all connected. Pansexual, pandemics, it's all connected. Free for all, free flowing, we do what we want, we don't care. And that's also why they say that Baphomet is connected to the Pluto energy. And there's also a realm called the Plutonian realm. Oh, come on in here. So like I said, that's how we know what we know. We know what we see, and we see what we see, and we feel what we feel, because we have the eyes to see and the ears to motherfucking hear. And when it talks, we fucking listen. Like I said, if you pay attention to all the shit that's going on now, you can see what's going to happen with the next 5 to 10 years. That's it. Let your spirits guide you. Let your spirits move with you, and you pay attention. No drugs, no alcohol. Meditate, ground yourself, keep your vibrations up. Honey, do what you want when you want to, but still give your mind rest. Give your body rest. Okay. Oh, I can't. There's something going on. Spirit come in and do a spiritual surgery on me. I need my ancestors come on in here. I had an auntie who was a doctor. I need her to come on here and operate on me. I need that girl. Y'all better get it together, girl. Raphael, you okay? You tired? Anubis is looking so spooky right now. He is so spooked out. Are you spooked out, baby? What are you scared of? You scared? He think he's psychic, girl. He think he knows when energy is shifting and stuff, girl. Yeah, girl. He think he's psychic, girl. Anyway, girl. Yes, honey. I am gonna go, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna go. It's pretty late. I need to eat this this Reese's piece. I don't need to, but I want to. Okay, I'm gonna put my phones on the chargers. I gotta move this computer back into my room, and so yeah, honey. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by here, honey. I know I probably talked off your motherfucking ear. Here, there, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-R-E-R-O. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I thank y'all for stopping by, like I said. And yes, honey, two-spiritmystic.blogspot.com, two-spirit-missy@gmail.com. And of course, definitely check the Blogspot. I did say it was going to be in there by this weekend. But listen, for real, this week. For real. This week, for real. For real. This week, bruh, we're going to put things on it that needs to be put on there, okay? And so, like I said, you'll be checking out the Blogspot. And those of you who pay for those other cuts, you'll be definitely hearing from me. And those, like I said, who missed the fucking class tonight, the Power of 5 class, I'm sending you an email. That's what we're going to do. I'm sending you an email. They trying to throw off this schedule. Anyway, honey, yes, thank you, Rasta Riley. Yes, honey, you too. Love and light. Yes, honey, love and light. Bye, everybody. See y'all again soon, okay? Yes, honey. And definitely, my students, you'll definitely be seeing me again this week, okay? Not too far away, okay? I wish this damn thing was touch screen. When your hands are really cold, this little touch thing don't work. And my hands are not cold, but they're not hot neither. I got this fan on right here. But anyway, bye, everybody. Bye.